the swap. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Gators offense will have the ball first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Look out, he's got room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, and get downhill faster.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. 1st and 10.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
So now it's 2nd and long. Hands it off on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you... Jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hauls it in. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Sooners are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Handoff to the lone back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators will hustle with the line.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators with the 1st and 10.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but their defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. The official says no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Dropping back, it's Upshaw. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32. This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catching stride inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on second and goal. Looking to fire. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the air, it's Upshaw. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Three tight ends in the formation on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. Turning it on! Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
He's a guy that...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Puts it out of the air. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Upshaw. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulls and throws out the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, KD bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody. You know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause a fumble. Great 3rd down execution by this defense.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking to throw, it's Upshaw. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw on first down. Sweet cut there. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Not a lot of movement on that one. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans...
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse.
Breaks into the open. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
And that's a huge... conversion conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
To the air. It's Upshaw. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Good job, good. Negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's the game it's kind of been. It's been a defensive struggle on both sides, and it's kind of like a tennis match. Which team and which offense is going to be able to break serve? That time, poor job in pass protection.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Oh, they're after him. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Upshaw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to impose their will with the run. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pulls it in. Nice move to pick up yardage. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Gators moving quickly to the line. He's going to fire deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for a man. It's Upshaw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Sooners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Just keeps slinging it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He wants to throw it. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Upshaw. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
They've got the lead, but here in the 4th quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Just going to keep it after the snap. Picks up the first down. Turns it on down the left side. And he just kept running, and he... They'll start this drive going to the air. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
The snap sets up the throw. Got his man quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. To the air, it's Upshaw. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touch! Wants to adjust the pattern. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a throw downfield late. Snags it inside the 20. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is...
Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.